Have you ever felt like your life is happening without you? Like the world pulls you here, then there, and you just drift. Somewhere deep inside, you know you were meant for more clarity, more strength, more control over your mind, your choices, your soul. But no one ever taught you how. They taught you how to chase, how to fear, how to react, not how to stand, not how to own yourself, not how to build a life you don't need to escape from. That's where Stoicism begins, not in cold quotes, not in empty rituals, but in the quiet decision to take your power back. Today, we are not chasing noise. Today, we reclaim our center. Today, we remember the world outside is chaotic, but inside you, there can be peace. Now, we begin the journey. Now, we begin the ultimate guide to taking control of your life. Before you conquer anything outside, you must first conquer what's inside. Now, we begin. Module 1. Master yourself. You can climb mountains, you can win titles, you can gather riches, but if you lose the battle within, you lose everything. The first enemy is not poverty, it's not failure, it's not rejection. It's you. It's the whispers that say, you can't, you're too small, you don't deserve it. It's the cravings that hijack your discipline. It's the fears that strangle your courage. It's the anger that burns down your peace. Most people fight the world without ever fighting themselves. They chase victories without noticing the chains on their own mind. They build castles while their foundations rot from within. The Stoics understood, rule over yourself and you rule the world. Because if you cannot master your emotions, they will master you. If you cannot master your desires, they will enslave you. If you cannot master your mind, you will always be at the mercy of every storm. True strength is not how loud you can shout. True strength is how silent you can stand in the storm, in the fear, in the hunger for more. Imagine standing in the chaos and choosing calm. Imagine feeling the pull of rage and answering with silence. Imagine facing the weight of doubt and choosing to move anyway. This is mastery, not perfection, not numbness, but the steady, relentless choice to rule your impulses instead of obeying them. You were not born weak. You were born unfinished, and every small battle you win inside shapes you, refines you, sets you free. The first enemy is within, face it, and you will be unbreakable. Not all chains are made of iron. Some are invisible. Some you carry without even knowing. They are the habits you no longer question, the stories you keep repeating, the excuses you whisper when no one else can hear. You tell yourself, I can't help it. That's just who I am. It's too late to change, and little by little, you tighten the chains around your own soul. The worst prisons are the ones we build for ourselves. The Stoics warned, it is not things themselves that trouble us, but our opinions about them. It's not failure that chains you. It's the belief that failure defines you. It's not hardship that imprisons you. It's the story you tell yourself that you are too weak to endure. Freedom doesn't begin by breaking chains outside. It begins by seeing the chains inside. Ask yourself, what fears still own you? What doubts still cage you? What old wounds still whisper you're not enough? See them, name them, and when you do, you strip them of their power, because you cannot break what you refuse to face. Awareness is the first key to freedom. Courage is the second. Recognizing your chains is not weakness. It is the beginning of becoming unbreakable. The chains you see can be broken. The chains you deny will own you forever. Now let's learn how to take the first steps toward breaking free. Awareness is only the beginning. Seeing the chains means nothing if you don't break them. Patterns own you because you live them without question. You say, I'll change tomorrow. I'll start when life calms down. I can't help who I am. But tomorrow becomes never. later becomes too late. Excuses become your identity. The Stoics taught, well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. It's not the grand declarations that set you free. It's the tiny rebellions against the patterns that imprison you. One honest conversation instead of another silent grudge. One deep breath instead of an angry reaction. One brave decision instead of another excuse. Freedom is built brick by brick, choice by choice, moment by moment. You don't need a revolution. You need a quiet, relentless revolt against who you were yesterday. Every time you break a pattern, you break a chain. Every time you choose different, you choose freedom. It won't be easy, it won't be comfortable. It will cost you comfort, laziness, victimhood. But what you gain is yourself, your real self, your strong self, your free self. You are not trapped by the world outside. You are trapped by the patterns you refuse to change. Break them and nothing can ever own you again. Mastery is not one great victory. It's thousands of small ones stacked quietly, day after day. The world worships the loud moments, the trophies, the headlines, the applause, but real freedom is built in the moments no one sees. When you wake up and choose discipline over comfort, when you feel fear and step forward anyway, when you crave escape and stay true instead. The Stoics understood. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. It's not about being perfect, it's about being faithful. Faithful to the next choice, the next breath, the next step. Every time you choose self-control over self-indulgence, you win. Every time you choose clarity over chaos, you win. Every time you choose courage over fear, you win. And these wins compound. They build the inner fortress that no storm can shake. You don't need to change your life overnight. You just need to win today, then tomorrow, then the next day. Tiny victories, stacked high, until they become your new self, until one day you realize you are no longer trying to be strong. You are strong because you earned it, step by step, choice by choice, win by win. At the end of it all, it's not about dominating others. It's not about conquering the world. It's about conquering yourself. Mastery is an inside job when the world tries to provoke you, but you stay calm. When temptation calls your name, but you stay disciplined. When fear screams at you to run, but you stand your ground. That's mastery, not in words, in choices, not in speeches. In silence, the Stoics knew he who conquers himself is mightier than he who conquers a city. Because cities can fall, empires can crumble, fame can fade, but a soul, forged in discipline, in courage, in clarity, cannot be broken when you master yourself. You no longer beg for peace, you no longer chase validation, you no longer fear the winds of change, because you carry your peace inside you, because you carry your power within you. No matter what comes, you choose, you decide, you lead yourself. And that is the rarest kind of freedom. You don't have to control the world. You only have to control yourself. And when you do, the world cannot control you. Now, with the first mastery claimed, let's step deeper into controlling the mind itself. The world outside is noisy, but the real battle is inside your own mind. Now that we begin. Module 2, control your mind. You become what you think about most. Think fear, and you live afraid. Think resentment, and you live bitter. Think chaos, and you live lost. Your outer life always bends to the shape of your inner thoughts. Most people don't realize they are not trapped by their circumstances. They are trapped by the stories they tell themselves. The Stoics taught the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. What colors have you been painting your soul with? Anger, doubt, self-pity or courage, gratitude, clarity. Every thought is a seed plant fear and reap hesitation, plant bitterness and reap loneliness, plant resilience and reap victory. You are not helpless. You are a gardener. You choose what grows and what withers. Guard your thoughts, shape your mind, shape your life, because everything outside you is just an echo of what's happening within. Now, let's learn how to take back control. From the inside out, your mind is always working. The only question is, where is it pointed? Focus is power. What you focus on grows, what you neglect dies. Most people don't lose control because they're weak. They lose control because they lose focus. Every ad, every headline, every angry voice is fighting to steal your attention. And if you let them win, you lose your mind, you lose your life. The Stoics warned, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Why? Because focus requires sacrifice, sacrificing approval, sacrificing noise, sacrificing everything. That doesn't serve your soul. Mastering your focus is mastering your life. When distractions come, and they will, you have two choices: drift or decide. Every moment you drift, you hand your mind to the world. Every moment you decide, you reclaim it. Imagine waking up and choosing your thoughts instead of letting the world choose for you. Imagine focusing so deeply that no chaos, no storm can pull you away. Focus is not just mental, it's spiritual, it's soul alignment. Guard it, sharpen it, own it, because a mind without focus is a fortress without walls, and a life without focus is a ship already sinking. Now, let's learn how to defend your mind when the storms come. Chaos is inevitable. The storms outside will never stop, but chaos only controls you if it gets inside you. You can't stop the noise outside. You can't silence the world, but you can guard your mind. The Stoics taught you have power over your mind, not outside events. Your mind is your sanctuary. Your mind is your last line of defense, but only if you protect it. How? By choosing what enters, by choosing what stays. You don't have to believe every thought. You don't have to chase every feeling. You don't have to fear every storm. You can stand at the gates of your mind and say, no, no, I will not let fear live here. No, I will not let anger drive me. No, I will not let chaos shape me. Guarding your mind means being ruthless with what you allow inside. Not every voice deserves your attention. Not every invitation deserves your energy. Imagine your mind like a fortress. High walls, strong gates, silent strength. The noise can rage outside. The storms can howl, but inside there is stillness. There is focus. There is peace. Not because the world is calm, but because you are. Chaos outside will never stop, but chaos inside is a choice. Choose wisely, guard fiercely, live freely. Power is not found in noise. Strength is not found in rage. Real power is found in stillness, not the stillness of inaction, but the stillness of unshakable clarity. The Stoics lived by it. In battle, in betrayal, in loss, stillness was their fortress. Stillness was their power. In the chaos of life, most people panic, they shout, they blame, they grasp wildly for control, but the wise become still. They breathe, they center, they choose because they know noise outside means nothing if there is peace inside. Stillness is not natural. Stillness must be trained. It's built in the quiet moments, the silent mornings, the deep breaths, the choice to listen before speaking. It's built when you resist the urge to react, when you resist the craving to shout, when you resist the pull to be pulled. Stillness is seeing the storm and remaining grounded. Stillness is feeling fear and choosing courage anyway. Stillness is living in a broken world and refusing to break. You don't find stillness, you build it, you practice it, you become it. And when you do, no chaos can own you, no fear can drown you, no noise can shake you, because inside you, there is a place no storm can touch. You are not at the mercy of your thoughts. You are not a prisoner of your emotions. You are the master, or you can be. The Stoics knew, if you conquer yourself, you conquer everything. Control your mind and you control your life. Lose your mind and you lose everything. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how many titles you win. It doesn't matter how high you climb. If you cannot own your thoughts, your life will never be yours. When anger arises, own it. When fear tightens, own it. When doubt whispers, own it. Don't deny them, don't run from them. Face them, feel them, lead them. You cannot lead a life of strength if you are led by every passing storm inside you. Ownership means responsibility. Responsibility for what you think. Responsibility for what you feed. Responsibility for who you become. No more blaming the world. No more blaming your past. No more blaming the chaos outside. Your mind is your responsibility. Your peace is your responsibility. Your freedom is your responsibility. Own it, guard it, lead it. Because when you own your mind, you don't just survive life, you shape it. You don't just react to life, you create it. And you don't just exist, you live fully, freely, fiercely. Now, with the mind under your command, let's step deeper into building a fortress that nothing can tear down. You cannot stop the storms of life, but you can build a fortress strong enough to stand through them. Now, we begin Module 3, Build Your Inner Fortress. Life will not get easier. People will fail you. Plans will collapse. Dreams will change. And if your strength is built only on the world outside, you will fall with it. The Stoics understood, do not seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do, and your life will flow well. A fortress is not a wall against life, it's a foundation. To meet life on your terms, your fortress is built from within, brick by brick, self-discipline, self-trust, clarity, resilience, inner peace. Without it, every setback will break you, every insult will shatter you, every fear will own you. But with it, you can lose and not be lost. You can hurt and not be broken. You can walk through fire and still carry peace inside you. Imagine living, not because the world is safe, but because you are strong. Imagine standing tall, not because there are no storms, but because you are the storm. You need a fortress, not to hide from life, but to live it fully, freely, fiercely, and it starts with the foundations you build inside yourself. No fortress appears overnight. It is built stone by stone, and the first stones are always the hardest because they are laid in silence, without applause, without recognition, without proof. The Stoics understood, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. The first stones you lay are not seen by others, but they are felt by you, choosing discipline over ease, choosing honesty over comfort, choosing patience over anger. These choices seem small. They are not. Every time you choose principle over impulse, you lay a stone. Every time you stay centered. When chaos calls, you lay a stone. Every time you act without needing validation, you lay a stone. And the more stones you lay, the stronger your foundation becomes. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to prove it. You just need to live it. Quietly, relentlessly, faithfully, because real strength is not loud. It is silent, it is steady, it is earned, brick by brick, choice by choice. You are building something unshakable, unbreakable, unstoppable. The first stones shape the rest. Lay them with courage, lay them with love, lay them for yourself. Because someday when the storms come, it will be those first stones that keep you standing. A fortress is only as strong as its walls. Weak walls collapse under pressure. Strong walls hold fast through any storm. Your inner walls are built the same way, not with stone, not with steel, but with values. Honesty, discipline, courage, patience, wisdom. Each time you live by your values, even when it's hard, you fortify your walls. Every time you choose truth over comfort. Every time you choose courage over fear. Every time you choose patience over anger. You make yourself stronger, and you don't strengthen walls. When it's easy, you strengthen them when life pushes hardest against you. The Stoics lived by this. Difficulties show what men are. Anyone can be calm when life is easy. Anyone can be kind when the world is kind. Anyone can be patient when there is no pressure. But true strength is revealed under weight. True character is revealed under fire, when the storms come and you choose stillness. When the betrayals come and you choose integrity. When the losses come and you choose courage. You are not breaking, you are fortifying. You are becoming the kind of soul that chaos cannot move, that fear cannot weaken, that the world cannot own. Fortify your walls, not with fear, but with principles, with practice, with patience. Because one day, when the storm hits hardest, you will not have to search for strength. It will already be built inside you. Not every fortress endures, not every wall holds. So what makes a fortress unbreakable? It's not the size of the walls, it's the strength of what they're built from. A fortress built on fear cracks under pressure. A fortress built on pride crumbles when pride is wounded. A fortress built on illusion shatters when reality hits. But a fortress built on virtue, on truth, on clarity cannot be broken, because storms can strip away your titles, fires can take your possessions, time can erase your reputation. But no storm, no fire, no time can take what is rooted inside your soul. The Stoics taught, if you hold yourself to the standard of perfection, you will not fear criticism. An unbreakable fortress is not afraid of loss. It is not afraid of pain. It is not afraid of life, because it knows its strength was never outside to begin with. It was in the choices made when no one was watching. It was in the discipline practiced when no one was cheering. It was in the courage chosen even when fear screamed louder. You are not building walls to keep life out. You are building walls to keep your soul intact. The world will change, people will fail you, dreams will rise and fall. But if your fortress is built on the timeless stones of character, it will stand. It will endure, it will shine even through the darkest storms. What makes a fortress unbreakable is not what it faces, it's what it's made of. Make yours out of what cannot be shaken. A fortress is not just something you build, it's something you become. You don't just carry strength, you are strength. You don't just seek peace, you are peace. You don't just react to life, you meet life, standing tall, standing steady. The Stoics lived this truth. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, and your thoughts shape the fortress within. When the winds of doubt blow, you stand. When the rains of betrayal fall, you endure. When the fires of loss rage, you remain whole, not untouched, not unscarred, but unbroken. Living as your own fortress doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you feel everything, but you are moved by nothing that does not serve your soul. It means being soft and strong. It means being open and anchored. It means being hurt, but never destroyed. Imagine walking through life, not needing to shout, not needing to prove, not needing to chase, because you know where your strength lives, because you have built it. Stone by stone, breath by breath, choice by choice, the world outside may roar, but inside you there is only stillness, only power, only peace. Live as your own fortress, and nothing outside you will ever control you again. Virtues are not what you believe, they are what you live. Now, we begin. Module 4. Align your actions with your virtues. It's easy to say what you stand for. It's harder to live it. The world listens not to your words, but to your actions, and more importantly, so does your own soul. The Stoics taught, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. You are not what you intend. You are not what you hope. You are what you do. You can believe in patience, but if you lash out in anger, your soul hears that. You can believe in honesty, but if you lie when it's hard, your soul feels that. You can believe in courage, but if you shrink from fear, your soul knows that. Every action you take either strengthens or weakens you, either aligns you or fractures you, and the fractures don't happen all at once. They happen one compromise at a time, one excuse at a time, one just this once at a time, until one day you realize you are no longer who you thought you were. Living in alignment is living with integrity. It's not being perfect, it's being honest. Honest enough to see when you fall, strong enough to rise again. What you do builds your fortress. What you choose becomes your life. You don't need to speak loudly. You don't need to convince anyone. Live your virtues and your life will speak for itself. There is a cost to living out of alignment, and it's higher than you think. It's not paid all at once. It's paid in small silent pieces of yourself. Each time you betray what you believe, something inside you dies a little. You lose trust in yourself. You lose clarity about who you are. You lose the quiet pride of living true. The Stoics warned, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? When your actions don't match your values, there is a quiet war inside, a war between who you are and who you are pretending to be, and that war will drain you. It will wear you down. It will make your victories hollow. It will turn even your successes into burdens. You can fool the world. You can fool your friends. You can even fool your own mind. But your soul knows the truth. Your soul keeps the score. And every step away from your values, every small betrayal, is another crack in your own foundation until one day, the walls you thought were strong collapse from within. And the worst part, it doesn't happen because the world attacked you. It happens because you abandoned yourself. Living out of alignment is slow self-destruction, quiet, invisible, deadly. Protect your values, guard your integrity, live true even when it costs you, because the price of betrayal is always higher than the price of courage. Every moment is a crossroads, every breath is a choice. You are not defined by what happens to you. You are defined by how you choose to respond. Virtue is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice, a moment-by-moment commitment. The Stoics lived by this. The true man is revealed in tough times. Now, anyone can act with patience when life is easy. Anyone can be kind when everyone agrees with them. Anyone can show courage when there is no real risk. But when anger rises, when fear grips, when betrayal wounds, that's when your true self is revealed. In those moments, you are faced with a silent question. Will you live your virtue or will you abandon it? No one will announce it. There will be no applause, only you and your choice. When patience feels impossible, choose it when honesty costs you something. Choose it when courage feels terrifying. Choose it not because it's easy, but because it's who you are. Every time you choose virtue, you build strength, you build clarity, you build freedom, and every time you abandon it, you build chains of regret, chains of weakness, chains of self-betrayal. Your soul knows which road you choose, and it remembers. So when the next moment comes, breathe, pause, and choose what your highest self would choose. Because your life is just a collection of these moments. Choose well, choose true, choose virtue. Character is not built in the spotlight. It's built when no one is watching. The world sees your victories, but your soul sees your choices. When the cameras are off, when the crowd is gone, when no one is there to applaud. That's when the real work begins. The Stoics taught the reward of a good deed is having done it. Not the praise, not the recognition, not the glory. The act itself is the reward. Because every honest choice, every act of courage, every moment of patience, even when unseen, even when uncelebrated, shapes you. It builds your inner fortress. It carves your true self from the raw stone of experience. You don't live virtuously to impress the world. You live virtuously to stay loyal to your own soul. Imagine being honest, even when a lie would serve you. Imagine being kind, even when cruelty would be easier. Imagine being strong, even when no one will ever know. That is real power. That is real freedom. Not because someone rewards you, but because you know who you are. When no one is watching, that's when it matters most. That's when your soul is listening. That's when you are either building yourself or betraying yourself. Choose to build, choose to rise, choose to honor the unseen work, because the strongest life is built in the silent hours. You are always speaking. Even when you say nothing, your life is your loudest message. Your choices are your voice. Your actions are your truth. The Stoics knew this. What you do thunders so loudly, I cannot hear what you say. People may forget your words. They will not forget how you lived. The way you stand in hardship, the way you act when no one is watching, the way you stay true when it would be easier to fold. These things are your real legacy. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to live in alignment, not once, not when it's easy, but again and again and again, in the small moments when no one sees, in the quiet battles only your soul knows, in the hard choices that define who you are. Imagine living a life that speaks of courage without shouting, a life that breathes honesty without boasting, a life that radiates peace without forcing, not for the world, not for applause, for yourself, for your soul, because at the end, it won't matter what you said you believed. It will only matter what you lived. Your life is your message. Make it a message worth remembering. Most of the weight you carry is not yours to hold. Now, we begin Module 5. Let go of what you cannot control. You carry the fear of what others might think. You carry the anger for what others have done. You carry the sadness for what could have been, and it's heavy, heavier than you know. The Stoics taught, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Because most suffering comes not from the event itself, but from clinging to it, from replaying it, from fighting it, from refusing to release it. There is so much you were never meant to carry. Other people's opinions, other people's betrayals, the storms of the world. You cannot control the winds. You cannot control the tides. You cannot control what life takes or what it gives. But you can control whether you carry it. You can let it go. You can choose to release what is not yours, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Imagine walking lighter. Imagine living without dragging the chains of resentment, without gripping the stones of fear, without clutching the ashes of yesterday. Letting go is not weakness, it's wisdom, it's clarity, it's strength. Because the weight you release becomes the freedom you reclaim. Let go of what you cannot control, so you can finally live free. The greatest trap is believing you can control everything. Control is comforting. It makes you feel safe, powerful, certain, but it's a lie, a beautiful, dangerous lie. You cannot control the weather. You cannot control the people around you. You cannot even control what happens. 5 minutes from now, the Stoics knew this. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. When you cling to control, you cling to a phantom. You spend your life fighting battles you were never meant to fight. You exhaust yourself trying to move mountains that will never move. You live in frustration, anger, fear, because deep down, you know you are wrestling with things you were never meant to hold. Freedom does not come from controlling everything. It comes from knowing what is yours to carry and what is not. You can control your thoughts, you can control your actions, you can control your responses, but you cannot control the economy, the past, other people's choices, the storms of life. The more you fight reality, the more you bleed, the more you accept reality, the more you live. Imagine releasing the need to control. Imagine trusting yourself to stand steady, no matter what comes. Imagine walking through chaos with peace inside you, with strength inside you, with freedom inside you. Control what is yours, release what is not. Live free. Many people fear acceptance. They think it means giving up. They think it means weakness. They are wrong. Acceptance is not surrender. Acceptance is clarity. The Stoics understood this. Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but want them to happen as they do. Acceptance is the power to face reality without denial, without bitterness, without fear. It is standing tall even when the winds rage. It is seeing life as it is, not as you wish it to be. When you accept reality, you don't become passive, you become focused. You stop wasting your energy fighting what you cannot change, and you start investing your energy into what you can. Acceptance says, this is happening. I cannot change it, but I can choose who I will be inside it. Imagine letting go of the need to control every outcome. Imagine freeing yourself from the exhaustion of fighting life itself. Imagine facing every storm with open eyes and steady hands. Acceptance is not the end of strength. It's the beginning of it. Because when you stop resisting the world, you start mastering yourself. You cannot always control the path, but you can always choose how you walk it. Accept, adapt, advance. This is the Stoic way, and this is the path to real freedom. There is a peace that only comes when you let go. Not when you win every battle, not when you fix every problem, but when you release what was never yours to control. The Stoics taught, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Pain begins where attachment begins, freedom begins where letting go begins. You cannot stop the rain. You cannot command the tides. You cannot make others love you, understand you, stay with you, but you can stand in the storm and remain whole. You can feel the winds and still hold your center. You can lose much and still lose nothing that defines you. Letting go is not forgetting. Letting go is not pretending it never mattered. Letting go is releasing the grip of expectation, the belief that life must happen a certain way. It's seeing reality and saying, I may not have chosen this, but I choose who I will be within it. Imagine living without clenching your fists at life. Imagine loving without chaining people to your happiness. Imagine dreaming without fearing the fall. Letting go is not losing. Letting go is trusting. Trusting that you will endure. Trusting that you will adapt. Trusting that your peace is not fragile. It's strong. It's steady. It's already inside you. Let go and find the peace that was waiting for you all along. Freedom is not living without rules. Freedom is not living without limits. Freedom is living without chains. Chains of fear. Chains of expectation. Chains of control. The Stoics knew He is a king who fears nothing. He is free, who lives according to his own nature. True freedom is not needing the world to be anything other than what it is. True freedom is facing storms and standing tall. It's facing loss and staying whole. It's facing chaos and holding peace inside you. You are not free when you control everything. You are free when nothing outside you controls you, not the opinions, not the betrayals, not the fears. Imagine walking through life, not chained to outcomes, not chained to approval, not chained to control. Imagine living rooted in your own center, steady in your own values, strong in your own peace, no matter what life brings, no matter who stays or who leaves, no matter how the world spins. Because your peace is not for sale. Your freedom is not negotiable. Your life belongs to you. This is what real freedom means, and it begins the moment you decide to let go, to stand still, to live free. Most people endure life. Few ever love it. Now we begin. Module 6. Embrace Amor Fati. Amor Fati. It means love of fate. Not just accepting what happens, not just enduring what happens, but loving everything that happens. The Stoics believed nothing happens to the wise man against his expectation, because the wise man doesn't fight life. He embraces it. Pain, loss, joy, growth, all of it. He doesn't say, why me? He says, yes, this too. To love your fate is to stop wishing for another life. It's to stop clinging to what could have been. It's to stand in the middle of what is and say, I choose this. I love this. I will make this beautiful. Imagine living that way. Imagine seeing every failure as a teacher, every loss as a sculptor, every betrayal as a sharpening stone. Amor Fati is the art of making peace with the fire and letting it forge you, not complaining, not wishing away, not blaming life, but walking into the storm with open arms, because you know whatever happens is not happening to you. It is happening for you. Amor Fati, love your fate, love your life, love yourself through it all. Obstacles are not barriers. They are blueprints. They are doors disguised as walls. The Stoics taught the obstacle on the path becomes the path. Most people see an obstacle and stop. They see pain and retreat. They see loss and collapse. But the wise don't see differently. They see every obstacle as fuel to grow, fuel to sharpen, fuel to evolve. When life says no, they hear not yet. When failure knocks them down, they use it to build stronger foundations. When rejection stings, they let it clarify their path. Every setback is a map. Every hardship is a hidden teacher. Every heartbreak is a silent sculptor. The fire does not destroy the strong. It reveals them, it tempers them, it makes them ready. Imagine looking at every obstacle and smiling. Imagine feeling the weight of it and choosing to get stronger instead of bitter. Imagine walking into difficulty, not as a victim, but as a warrior. Because you know, the obstacle is not the end of the road, it is the road. Transform it, use it, rise with it. Amor Fati. Love the obstacles, love the lessons, love the path, because everything you face is building the you were meant to become. Most people live their lives saying yes to what they like and no to what they fear. But real freedom begins when you say yes to everything life brings. The good, the bad, the beautiful, the broken, all of it. The Stoics taught, do not seek for events to happen as you want them to. Wish for them to happen as they do. Because everything life brings a gift. Joy teaches gratitude. Pain teaches strength. Loss teaches clarity. Struggle teaches resilience. If you only embrace the easy moments, you will live small. You will be tossed by every wind, shattered by every storm. But when you say yes to all of it, You become whole. You become unbreakable. Imagine waking up every day, not fearing what might come, not hiding from what might hurt, not clinging to what must pass. Imagine standing tall and saying, yes, I welcome this, I will use this, I will grow through this. Every moment is a part of your story. Every moment is shaping you. Every moment is a chance to choose Amor Fati, not because it's easy, but because it's freeing. Because when you say yes to life, life says yes back. Not always with comfort, but always with growth. Embrace it all. Accept it all. Love it all. This is the way of the strong. This is the way of the free. This is the way of Amor Fati. Most people fight their destiny. They resist it. They fear it. They try to outrun it. But the Stoics knew the fates guide the willing and drag the unwilling. When you resist your destiny, you suffer, you drown in what you cannot control. You lose yourself in battles you were never meant to win. But when you embrace your destiny, when you step into it, when you align yourself with it, you find power, you find peace, you find purpose. Destiny is not a chain around your neck, it's a river, a mighty, wild river, leading you where you were always meant to go. You can fight the current, or you can become one with it. Imagine moving with life instead of against it. Imagine trusting the twists, the rapids, the still waters, trusting that every bend, every fall, every rise is part of the journey, designed for your growth. Becoming one with your destiny is not about passivity. It's not about giving up. It's about meeting life with open arms. It's about saying, I trust the path, I trust the timing, I trust the fire that forges me. It's about becoming unbreakable because you no longer fear what's next. You welcome it. You don't just survive life. You dance with it. You don't just endure your fate, you love it, you and your destiny, moving as one, flowing as one, rise as one. Amor Fati, love your path, love your becoming, love the destiny. That is already yours. The real power is not in changing life. It's in loving it exactly as it is. The Stoics lived this truth. Accept whatever comes to you, woven in the pattern of your destiny. You don't have to wait for life to be perfect. You don't have to wait for everything to go your way. You can love your life right now, in the chaos, in the uncertainty, in the unfinished moments, because this life, this exact one, is the only one you have. Every breath, every scar, every sunrise and storm, it's all yours. It's all sacred. The world will tell you. You need more. You need better. You need different, but the wise know you already have enough. You don't need a perfect life. You need a grateful heart. You don't need different circumstances. You need a clearer vision. Imagine waking up and loving the life you already have. Imagine breathing in the imperfection and exhaling peace. Imagine walking through every moment, not needing anything to change, to feel complete. That is real power. That is real freedom, loving your life as it is. Turns every moment into a miracle, not because life becomes easier, but because you become stronger, wiser, freer. Amor Fati, love your life, live your fate, rise through everything, because this life, your life, is a gift exactly as it is. You will not live forever. You were never meant to. Now we begin Module 7. Live fully, die empty. The Stoics taught, let each thing you would do be done as if it were the last thing you would do. Memento mori, remember, you must die, not to make you afraid, but to wake you up. Every breath you take is one less breath you have. Every sunrise you see is one fewer left to witness. Every day you live is one step closer to your final one. And this is not a curse, it's a calling to live bravely, to live honestly, to live fully, because you don't have forever to forgive. You don't have forever to build what matters. You don't have forever to love fiercely, to speak clearly, to rise bravely. Death is not the enemy. Wasted life is the enemy. wasted potential, wasted days, wasted words left unsaid. The wise do not fear death. They fear reaching the end, still full of dreams, still full of regrets, still full of songs never sung. Live fully, die empty. Leave nothing important inside you. Pour it out, give it away, burn it brightly. So when your final breath comes, you will not clutch life desperately. You will not wish for more time. You will smile. You will be ready. You will be free. Memento mori. Remember your end and begin living before it's too late. The greatest danger is not dying. It's never truly living. The Stoics warned you are afraid of dying. But come now, how is this life of yours anything but death? Most people are not alive. They are waiting, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the fear to go away, waiting for permission to begin. They say, one day I'll start tomorrow, maybe when things are better, but one day becomes never. Tomorrow becomes a graveyard of dreams. Maybe later becomes regret, etched in silence. Every moment you delay your life, you are giving pieces of your soul to the void. You were not born to live half asleep. You were not born to keep your dreams in cages. You were not born to shrink, to silence yourself, to watch your life pass by from the sidelines. You were born to burn brightly. You were born to live fiercely. You were born to leave nothing important inside you. Imagine reaching the end and realizing it wasn't time that ran out. It was courage. It was clarity. It was your own willingness to start. There is no perfect time. There is only this time. Now, here, alive. Stop waiting. Stop hesitating. Stop betraying your own soul. Begin where you are. Begin with what you have. Begin even if your hands are shaking, because every moment you delay, you are choosing to die a little. And every moment you act, you are choosing to live fully, fiercely free. The danger is not death. The danger is never truly living. You were given gifts. You were given fire. You were given dreams, not to hoard, not to hide, but to release into the world. The Stoics lived with this urgency. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Every breath you take is a reminder. You still have something left to give. You still have something left to build. You still have something left to live. But one day there will be no more breaths, no more tomorrows, no more second chances. And when that day comes, will you be empty, or will you die still full? Full of words unsaid, full of dreams unpursued, full of songs never sung, full of love never expressed. Empty yourself before you go. Write what you need to write. Speak what you need to speak. Build what you need to build. Love who you need to love. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, empty yourself of regret. Empty yourself of fear. Empty yourself of everything that keeps your soul from shining fully. Imagine dying empty. Nothing left undone, nothing left withheld, nothing left unspoken. Imagine standing at the end with a heart that says, I gave it all. I held nothing back. I lived. This is the way of the Stoic. This is the way of the free. Empty yourself. Live fiercely. Die empty. Rise into forever. The final lesson is the simplest. The final lesson is the hardest. Live now, not tomorrow, not someday, now. The Stoics knew you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. Life is not waiting for you. Time is not pausing for you. The world is not holding its breath. For when you're finally ready, this is it. This is all you are guaranteed. This breath, this heartbeat, this sunrise. Stop postponing your joy. Stop postponing your purpose. Stop postponing your life. You are not too late. You're not too broken. You're not too small. You are ready right now. Live now. Speak now. Create now. Love now. Act now. There is no safer future. There is no perfect day. There is no better you. There is only this moment, and it is enough. The path you dream of begins under your feet. The strength you seek is already within you. The freedom you long for is already yours to claim. Live now. Run toward your fears. Leap into your calling. Speak your truth. Hold nothing back, because this is your life, your one wild, precious life, and it is meant to be lived, not someday, not later, but now. Memento mori, live fully, die empty, rise forever free. You made it here. That already says something about you. You are not someone who sleeps through life. You are not someone who fears facing hard truths. You are someone who is ready to live fully, bravely, fiercely. The lessons you've heard today are not just words. They are invitations. They are keys. They are maps leading you back to yourself. And the only question left is, will you walk the path? Will you choose to live before time chooses for you? Remember, you don't have forever. You don't have unlimited chances. You have now, this breath, this moment, this choice. Make it count. If you're ready to live fully, to rise stronger, to leave nothing unsaid, undone, or unlived, comment below. I choose to live fully. Not for views, for your own awakening. And if this message spoke to your soul, save this video. Return to it, walk with it. Because the path to mastery is not walked in one day. It's built breath by breath, choice by choice, moment by moment. Stay strong, stay steady, stay you. We walk this path together. See you in the next lesson.